retailer source to using online tools to drive offline foot traffic and sales. I'm Crystal Vilkaitis, and over the holiday break, I took some time and caught up on one of my favorite TV shows, Shark Tank. I was in my bed, it was a lazy Saturday, and I'm watching the show, and on comes this cute girl and her husband. She's the owner of a retail store called Red Dress Boutique. This was like episode 4, I think, in case you saw it or in case you want to watch it. And she starts pitching, she's raising a lot of money, but she's got some really cute clothes, an interesting concept. But the one thing that really got me from like relaxing, lazy to I am sitting up in my bed, I am shouting at the top of my lungs like, yes, oh my gosh, yes, like freaking out about this woman, is because she said that when she got started, she went to America's Mart in Atlanta, which is really kind of where I've spent a lot of time speaking, and that's kind of where I got into the retail world. And she said that she went to a seminar where the instructor said, take pictures while you're here at America's Mart, post them on social media, put them on Facebook, and ask people if they would buy it. Now, at this point, I sit up because I'm like, oh, was she listening to me? Like, I have been teaching this since 2010 at all the wholesale markets, especially America's Mart. So I thought maybe she sat in on one of my sessions, and maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But I got so excited because this is something that I have been teaching. Take pictures, ask your network, would you buy this, right? Get them excited for products that are coming, and it also helps you decide if there's a demand for the product before you buy it. So I got really excited, and then she starts to share that in 2012, she did $1.8 million. 2013, she did $8 million, and she was on track for $12 to $15 million in 2014. And at this point, I am yelling because all I can think is, if only all the retailers that I speak to, all of my Social Edge members, if they could be doing these kinds of numbers. Some of them are, but like, I know that a lot of them are kind of these mom and pop shops, just like she is. Yes, she has an e-commerce presence, but she is a small business. So I was getting really excited, and I started to think, and I had to pause it. And I was thinking and talking out loud to myself, how did she do it? Like how, if we look at her, like she did it, she implemented, she made this happen, look at where she is now over a matter of a few years. How can my retailers do this too? And there's a few things that I noticed from her. So one is that she took action. She learned this piece of information at a seminar at America's Mart, and then directly the next thing she did was she started posting pictures and asked people if they would buy it. And people were saying yes. And so she would order, and then people would buy it from her. That is a great way to use your online networks to first like build the demand for it and the exposure for it, and then ask them, survey them, get their feedback. So that was really cool. Then she stuck with it because I just looked at her social media before filming this video. She's still asking, what do you want to see? What do you want us to carry? Then they're putting up pictures of outfits, and they're saying, do you like the left one or the right one? Here's one picture of an outfit on Instagram. Do you like it? Yes or no? They're doing straight to the point, yes or no questions, easy to answer, and they're finding trends of these two. Which one do they like? People will leave comments why they like it. It's also a really great way for them to sell these items too. Yes, they're asking, they're trying to get information, but that's a way to promote the product as well. And I see that being a potential win for using Facebook in 2015 with their new changes. If you missed out on what those changes are, watch a previous video I did with Crystal Media TV. I'll put a link below this video to that so you can understand what that change is and how to overcome. So she stayed consistent. She took action. She kept doing it. She's crowdsourcing and asking and talking to her network versus always just talking at them. Then they do new product arrivals and sneak peeks, which is great content on social media. The way that Facebook's changing, you might have to pay for those. You might not get free reach for that anymore, so keep that in mind. But you could still use Instagram. You could still use this on Twitter and Pinterest. And then they're using the different platforms correctly. I noticed that they were putting quotes on Instagram. There were a few quotes on Instagram. And over the past few weeks of their posts, those quotes got the highest number of engagement. People liked seeing that on Instagram. It directly related to their perfect customer. They're posting content that their perfect customer wants to see. They're doing a full outfit. They're doing nail polish that matches, accessories. They're making it really easy for the shopper to shop. They're also talking about trends, how floral's really big. Yellow's going to be big for spring. So they're teaching their audience, and they're getting their audience excited by showing them, hey, floral's in, and check out these floral dresses we just got in. So if you want to take a look at a retailer who's doing a great job using social media, I've got a link below, reddressboutique.com. But the third thing that I'll say that I think she's doing a really great job at is utilizing new tools to market. So when I would speak at America's Mart, if you've ever sat in on one of my sessions, you know I give a lot of information. I like to give a lot of tips. I want you to walk out of that room at least learning one new thing. And a lot of my retailers would leave the room, do something that I suggested, come back the next day and show me the results. And time again, this would happen. Crystal, I did what you said. Look, this is the most likes we've ever gotten on a post. Or look at all these comments. Nobody ever comments on our posts. And it was really exciting to see that. So they actually took that action. They started using these tools. They leveraged these tools. And then they keep looking for new tools to use. Some business owners feel weighed down by that. There's so much to keep a track of. There's so much to do. I wear all sorts of hats. I don't have time for that. The ones who make time for it or delegate to their staff or find resources like Social Edge to help them and make it easy on them, they succeed. So one thing that she's doing great, she uses social media correctly. Check her out. She uses mobile marketing, which is a trend I think is going to grow for businesses, and I think it's a great way for retailers to connect with their audience. We are more likely to check a text quicker than we are an email. Our phones rule our lives, so if I opted in to get your text messaging, I'm going to want to see it. I get Red Dress Boutique's text messaging program. They often are doing flash sales, so it's urgent. Today only, you want to get this offer. So she's also using email marketing. She does a really good job of using these new digital tools to connect with her audience, because you don't just stay on the same platform and that's all you do. You have to grow, you have to evolve, and you have to change as the market changes. Be where your customer is. That's what Red Dress Boutique is doing it. They're crushing it. So I want you to take action. Take action and figure out what platforms you're going to be using. What are you going to post? How are you going to engage? What's the frequency? And commit to doing it. You've got to be consistent when you're using these tools. Then look at other tools. Where else is your network? What are the evolving things that you think are going to be popular? Get to those first, utilize them, test them, see how they work for your business. Do they help you? Save you time, grow your business, connect. Test, try it out. You can do this. I have a lot of tools inside of Social Edge to help you out. I have a full mobile marketing program and training course. So if you want to learn more about mobile marketing, if that kind of made you curious, be sure to check that out. I have a rockin' a social media plan without giving up your social life. If you're trying to understand who should manage, how much time, what you should be posting, what sites, go there first. But take action, whatever it is, take action. Learn these tools, implement it, be consistent, connect, and use these new evolving tools as well. If you have any questions, please let me know in a comment below this video. If you have something that you've been doing for years, like Red Dress Boutique has been doing, that has been working really well for you and you felt has built your business, please share it in a comment below. I would love to hear that as well. All right, thank you, and have a wonderful rest of the week.